Now, over in the Kremlin, Chinese President Xi Jinping calls for peace talks over Ukraine in a joint statement with Russian leader Vladimir Putin, who says Ukraine and the West are not ready for it. And the two dear friends are also signaling unity against the U.S. Our Yi Sin-ja has more.
After holding informal talks for over 4 hours on Monday, Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin held talks again on Tuesday, this time with their full delegations. And after their meeting on Tuesday, the two leaders signed and released a joint statement at the Kremlin in Moscow, where they called on the need to settle the Ukraine crisis through peace talks. Titled, "The Joint Statement of the People's Republic of China and the Russian Federation on Deepening the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership of Coordination for the New Era," both Xi and Putin stressed that the purposes and principles of the UN Charter must be observed and international law must be followed regarding the Ukraine conflict. Putin praised the Chinese leader's push to bring peace between Ukraine and Russia. However, he accused Kyiv and its Western allies of rejecting it. Xi, meanwhile, barely mentioned the ongoing war in Ukraine. Instead, apparently tried to remain firm on China's neutral stance. However, some American pundits say China's neutral stance needs to be questioned as Xi's visit to Russia highlights his determination to push back against the U.S. and its Western allies. Meanwhile, President Xi invited President Putin to visit China this year, in what some believe is a symbolic show of support after the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for Putin. Xi extended the invitation during Tuesday's meeting, inviting Putin to the third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, along with Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin. Putin attended the Belt and Road Forum on 2 previous occasions in 2017 and 2019. Meanwhile, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg on Tuesday warned China against providing arms support to Russia. He said that the joint statement issued by the two leaders show that China and Russia are coming closer, and that any weapon support from China would mean its support for an illegal war.
So first, we haven't seen any proof that China is delivering lethal weapons to Russia. But we have seen some signs that this has been a request from Russia, and that this is an issue that is considered in Beijing.
He added that if China is serious about bringing peace, it also needs to understand Ukraine's stance and communicate directly with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky.